Whiskey. Wine. Whiskey, wine, wisdom. Whiskey. Whiskey, wine, and wisdom. Whiskey, wine, and wisdom's here. Math, facts, truth, and truth. Here's the knowledge, bombs abound. Brain power grows is proof. Learn the brain type stuff you'll learn. Drinky, tons of wine for facts. Boozy in my belly, of course, bad facts. Probably a complete waste of time, crap facts. Yes! Whiskey, wine, and wisdom! Now introducing Snarf!
Snarf, whiskey, wine!
Done. Snarf. Whiskey, wine, wisdom. And James!
In 5, 4. And we're live
Yeah!
from New York. I know it's just Rochester, but we're here though, and that's good.
I like it. I like it.
Rich, sinewy, covered in marabou jelly, just like you like. We had a vote, and this week the two biggest winners are Godzilla, obviously, and what have you got?
Old kids cartoons.
Sweet. Okay, so a natural companion piece, and yeah, and also actually we did this just now as well. I want to say this, because we were talking about going viral and all the shit on the TikToks and the the Instagrams and all that shit. Because I'm an old man, I have to say it like that just to be.
But on the Instagrams.
But no, I do find it's been done right, but the idea of like all the kids that they flip bottles and they do all that shit, and it's embarrassing. So. Jambo come by, he says, all right, let's do it. So we did the Sprite challenge, which we'll whack on the Facebook. And it's, ain't shit. It's just drinking a drink.
Yeah.
It's, when you drink a drink because you're thirsty, and then you go, I drank that a bit fast, burp, and then you're fine. It's that, basically. You don't run into a garage door, you don't cry, you don't freak out, you don't get excited that you did it. It's just, you just drink a fizzy drink a bit fast.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Just drink it, take it like a drink again.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm feeling a bit. I did get the my tummy hurts in there, but I done that taking a piss out of some other people.
Yeah.
I didn't actually have my tummy didn't hurt.
Yeah, he's a beast. It just fell into his mouth because I was just drinking it like a regular human, just gulping it down, and he's just like in one go, which I don't even think is.
That's why they call me Seagull Jimmy.
They call you they call you the bin. They call you Jimmy the Skip. Let's not even fuck around.
I'm keeping that now.
Jimmy the Skip's pretty good actually. I'm getting you just. I know what your costume is for Halloween, right? Just giant PVC plastic tub, paint it yellow, put like hazard lights, just put one of those little lights on the corner.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure we've got some of those at the garage at
Dude,
house.
eye holes, and you'd be walking around like, what are you? I'm a skip. And we'd be like, stop throwing bottles in me.
Nice. Keep that.
Okay, so that's out of the way. We'll post that, and so kids ain't shit. Kids ain't shit.
Yeah.
The kids aren't alright. They are weak bitches, and we old manned all over them. No, sounds fucked. Don't say that. Oh shit. Okay. We used our superior ability to drink fizzy drinks. It's a low bar, isn't it? I mean, and I didn't actually record because I kept telling everyone I was doing it. I did the bottle flip thing as well, which I'd never tried to do, and I did it like 5 times. It's like, turns out that's not hard either.
And when you did make the flip, I did want to jump out the chair and run around and go. Wah, woo, wah, wah.
Do you think they're just really like this generation? It's not that they're impressed by those things, it's just they're really supportive of their friends. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we just really maybe we fucked up. Maybe that's not what it is.
We don't hate each other though.
No. If you did something actually impressive, I would say that's really impressive, man. I would tell you.
Alright. Challenge accepted.
You've done impressive things.
Yeah.
Like this one time, he was trying to do this thing where he took a drag out a cigarette, right?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he swallowed it. He swallowed it into his actual stomach, right? And then he tried to burp the cigarette smoke back out, like a little while later. And he was at a pub and he did that, and he just threw up all over the table at the pub. So that was. I don't think the youth of today could have handled that, because he chuckled, wiped his vomit covered face, and just bought another drink, didn't you? That was it. Just cracked on.
Yeah.
Gross, but you weren't there, so you don't know how gross, and it was a fair bit gross.
Done worse.
Allocating. All right. Okay. All right. Who's going first? Come on, you ready? On 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
No, that was Rock.
Were you?
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
All right, okay then.
You did on 4. You bell. All right.
Let's go 1, 2, blah, done. Right.
Okay.
So I've got 1, 2, spaff.
I think so.
Sorry. Right,
It's fine. No, it's fine. 1, 2 spaff. It's fine.
Right. Ready? 1, 2, dit.
Okay.
Scissor.
Yeah, that fucked my whole thing up. Okay, your strategy worked. Well done. You win. Let's go first.
Oh dear. Right.
Go
So my category is ye old kids cartoons, children's cartoons. To open this up, I'm going to say a Spanish person's favourite cartoon pig. What is a Spanish person's favourite pig?
El Pepper. I don't know.
Porque pig.
Porque pig. Okay.
Porque is Spanish, but our Spanish listeners would know this.
Oh my god, hang on a sec. We're drinking a fine Malbec.
Oh shit!
Hang on a sec. Sorry.
It's for our listeners. We're actually going with a wine this time.
Yeah, we haven't done it yet. We just realised we kept whiskey in like a bunch of the studly men we are. This is
2022
El Camino Malbec. Wine of Argentina. It's that's the cork. You heard that? Sorry. Yeah.
Important.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, you actually twist it as well.
Oh yeah, you have to twist it, otherwise you get drips all over your fucking flour.
By the way, this is our wine, and you can hear that the type of glass it's being poured into is a whiskey glass.
Whiskey glass, because
Because it's whiskey,
it's whiskey
glass, wine, and then wisdom.
And to be fair, it's the same exact shape of a wine glass, just doesn't have the stem.
Yeah.
This is just like for it's wine glass for men.
Wine.
Clinkies.
Did it make that?
That wasn't too bad.
No.
Too bad. Okay. People kept their eardrums.
Very.
Oh, that is a fruity bitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that is quite that's a saucy little red bit of juice.
But then the 2020 wines, they did produce more of a.
It was a fine year.
fruit. Yeah,
Fine year.
Yeah.
Well, everyone was home.
Yeah.
No one was out in the fields fucking around.
No. Okay.
After I'd read for a while, that's a fucking cheeky chappy.
I went off red for quite a while at one point, but
Well, there's always a time when you've probably had a little bit too much, and you just go, oh, maybe I shouldn't. And then, but no, that's nice. That's very nice.
okay. So that was my first Spanish person. That's not true. I made that up because it sounds like Porky Pig. Porky. Anyway,
First fact was bullshit. Moving on.
my first little fact is just a tiny little one. Tiny one. Two of the most unlikely characters are connected. Optimus Prime
Go on.
and Eeyore were voiced by the same person.
Peter Cullen.
Peter Cullen.
Peter Cullen did. I didn't know he did Eeyore.
No.
That's awesome. Is that nothing that man can't do?
No.
We just need some energon. A reason to go on.
What if Eeyore actually sounded like Optimus Prime with Winnie the Pooh?
He's so good. He's the most motivated and the least motivated characters ever. Have you ever so Eeyore clearly is a manic depressive fella, right? Do you ever think they just get sick of him? Like, just fucking do it. Just do it, Eeyore. Fucking jump. I don't give a fuck. I'm sick of this, mate. You keep calling bullshit. It's just, no, I don't think they ask Eeyore to kill himself. No, I don't think it's ever come to that.
One day, Pooh, I'm gonna do it and jump up the thingy.
Sure thing, Eeyore. Sure thing. Just leave my fucking honey out of it. Oh no, Pooh. Oh no, Pooh. Don't. He's such a little twink, isn't he?
Yeah,
they're all a bit weird.
Yeah, it's not right. I didn't get many any Winnie the Pooh facts, and I'm thinking I was going to look at the Transformers stuff, but the reason why I didn't. That's the reason why I didn't, because the person that I'm sitting next to you know Transformers quite well, don't you?
Not the movie. I mean, some of it. I'm not keyed up on the show as much.
I thought, but I don't know F4 about it. The only thing I know is Weep Grana, Weep Mini Bam.
Bah, Weep Grana, Mini Bam.
Eric Idle, like him.
Yeah.
And the music, but yeah. So I think maybe that should have its own thing at one point.
Has there ever been a better movie soundtrack?
That honestly, that's had that on tape or CD, one or t'other. No, it was tape because my first car had tape deck.
It's a really good soundtrack.
Yeah,
I might put that on a bit.
could do that.
Transformers. We should do a gig of just like that. Actually, no, that's probably bitch to place. Like 80s metal wasn't. They didn't fuck around.
No.
Okay, good fact.
So that's
Is that is your fact tech done? Or you fact all done?
no, that's my fact check done. I mean, I could
That's
no.
right.
I'm
Don't. We could place it. Alright, so
I got quick fire rounds later as well. So
I don't. Oh, okay, you just
mix
put
it up.
me to shame today. I'm with Godzilla. The king. Long live the king. What does it even mean, though? It's widely accepted that Godzilla means lizard king, king of the lizards, god lizard, lizard god. The original Japanese was Gojira. It wasn't a Japanese pronunciation of the word Godzilla. That was what they was called Gojira, and then we pronounced it anyway. So this is actually in Japanese portmanteau, which is a word that blends the sounds of two different words. Like, you know, when you get brunch, it's breakfast and lunch and brunch, they put them together.
Yeah.
So a portmanteau, that's what that is. And there are two words which are gorira, which means gorilla, and kujira, which means whale.
Okay.
So they literally were like, well, how do we define him? He's kind of moves around like this giant fucking lizard gorilla sort of thing. He's this huge, powerful, and he lives in the sea, deep sea, like a whale. So they literally put those two things together. But yeah, there's literally Godzilla comes from those two words, gorilla whale. It's not quite as magnificent as lizard god, but that's where it comes from. But yeah, I mean, you think gorillas are brutish, and they kind of, you know, and then sometimes they walk bipedally like he does, and whales are massive and live in the water.
Okay.
And I could go on, but I won't anymore. That's my fact.
Can he blow water out the back of his neck? Or is that a fact later? Because that's what whales do.
No, he's not actually a whale. They just named him that. He is Godzilla. And actually, this is not one of my facts, but it's one of the Toho, the production house, they were very clear. They've got all these. That's one of my facts. I'm fucking myself, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fucking fine. So, but one of the things that I've not mentioned in there is that they were very clear that he's not. Like, one of the big problems with the 1998 movie, the American movie they made. Remember the one that was quite good soundtrack, Deeper Underground and all that. And old Puff Daddy. It's funny you should mention him, but but Puff Daddy, he had Come With Me with Jimmy Page. Oh God, yeah. Did not age well. Oh dear, this is.
I don't remember that one actually.
It was the Kashmir by Led Zeppelin.
Oh right.
And I can't remember how he got. Hear my enemy, hear my hell, hear my soul. I can't remember how he did it, but and then in the video he comes up and he's like right in Godzilla's face, who's looking right at him. But anyway, that film was kind of a bitch Godzilla. In fact, they made a movie a couple of years later where Godzilla fought him, which they just called Zilla or something, and he beat him in like 20 seconds because he's like, this guy's a bitch. Yeah. You know, he's like walking around, he's running down the streets in New York City, and Godzilla doesn't stick to streets. Godzilla just makes his own streets. Godzilla doesn't fuck about. So the hard thing was he's not an animal. He's not in the. This creature is not part of the animal kingdom. It's different. He's something else. And that was always the thing they wanted to like differentiate. So they never showed him like just feeding, like eating fish. He's not a whale. He doesn't have a blowhole. He's Godzilla. But that's what they called him. But he's before like ancient and mysterious and all this stuff. So yeah, it's kind of that's fine. Anyway, that's I'm waffling now, but Godzilla.
Right, so My next one, Super Ted. Do you remember Super Ted?
I do remember Super Ted.
Dude.
I remember him having to... No, I'm getting fixed up. Super Ted, Spotty Man. Was it Spotty Man or Spotted Man?
It's a Spotty.
Spotty?
Yeah.
Wasn't he? It was Spotted Man. I'm sure in the intro they'd always mention him. It doesn't matter. I'm not going
Maybe it's like the Spotted Man from Spotty. Which
I'm sure
I
they had
can't- It's called something else because... Part of my fact anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, go
Um, so I'll read for it, because I made an effort, just saying.
on. Proud of you, man.
Super Ted.
You can't see this, but I'm stroking his knee. I'm very proud. You good boy.
Thank you, though. Super Ted. A teddy bear brought to life by Spotty's cosmic dust. See, they're referred to as Spotty's. Spotty. And given special powers by Mother Nature. By uttering his secret magic words, he can don his superhero outfit, complete with rocket boots. That's a good way for saying stuff. Which he used to fight evil all around the world. So in November 1982, Super Ted was originally in Welsh. And I'm just going to say this. These Welsh people, right, they got these funny words. Pop-de-ping, microwave and stuff. What do you think the Welsh for Planet Spot would be?
I don't know, go on, tell
Too
me.
much effort. Planet Spot.
Planet Spot.
Planet, B-L-A-N-E-D. Planet Spot.
Planet Spot. Planet, I can't even do it.
Splendid Brot.
Splendid blood.
With the Welsh rabbit and the pop-de-ping.
It just sounds like regular English, but backwards, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I believe in God.
Yep. Erskine.
Oh dear, but yeah, so and then, dude, but then Super Ted was actually created. This is like, oh, bit of an hour moment. Super Ted was created to cure the fear of the dark. Super Ted's creator, Mike Young's son, was terrified of the dark. So in order to help him overcome his fears, Young created a character, Super Ted, who would get magical powers from Mother Nature. In the original books, the teddy bear who becomes Super Ted is also scared of the dark. Ah. Yeah.
He didn't get magical powers from nature. A weird...
Mother Nature, she does, ooh, because of bear, and then there's Spotty, goes up, oh yeah, Mother Nature, sprinkle your spaff on this, and then...
So why is he from space? I don't know, it's weird.
I don't know, Super Ted...
He's oh, that's that's kind of a... I don't, you know, it's just, I'm afraid of the dark. I'm a magical teddy bear. It's a bit... I don't know, that story made it less... It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting. I'm glad I know. Oh, I'm leaning more towards Banana Man now.
Oh shit, I thought I should look that one up.
Banana Man, mate, do you remember Banana Man?
I do.
He'd eat a banana, and then he was like, he's fucking hench built, mate. And there's very little protein in bananas, very surprising, but still, he got man. And then later on, he had to fight Apple Man. He had muscles in his feet. I remember he had biceps in his feet, and he'd like go, ooh, and he'd tense, and his feet were just with his giant biceps in them. And I was like, oh, he ain't fucking around. That guy's he was stacked. That guy was you know.
It was different. It never fucking worked though. I had all these bananas. Never worked. Never worked.
I had so many bananas. I actually messed up my. If you have too many bananas, they have a lot of potassium. If you have too much potassium, it affects your ability to think. I had so many bananas, it messed up my head. Like I couldn't think straight.
Damn. Did not know that.
Yep. I literally, because I thought bananas are good. You know, like sometimes you get told, like, because when you're young, you're stupid, and we didn't used to have health education in school. No one used to teach us anything. See, these kids these days, again, I'm sound like such an old man, but I think it's a great thing. Like my son, he gets taught, he knows what macros are, and he's 11. All right, I learnt that when I was like 35, and I was like, oh, that's what I've been doing wrong. Because I remember just being like in my 20s, going like, bananas are good. I'll buy like 15 bananas. I need bananas today, and I think about bananas all day. And same with water. Like if you drink too much water, it messes your brain up.
I didn't know that.
This was. I got told this admittedly by a massive pillhead, but still, it was something I checked out online years later because I was like, that doesn't sound like it was a true story, but it was. I think there's been a couple of, I think it's ecstasy. Never done it. Nothing I've done. There was this girl she'd done ecstasy, and she's really worried about dehydrated because apparently you can get dehydrated if you take pills because you kind of forget to drink because you're so high. So she just drank an enormous amount. She kept drinking, and her body just didn't throw up, and she just kept drinking, and she was so hydrated it fucked up her. It flushed out all her electrolytes, and she fell into a coma and died.
Okay.
From drinking too much water.
I don't understand. I thought
Water, it's good for you. May cause drowning. But so yeah.
But with that,
go on.
if you like the potassium things, what would you do? Would you like have vitamins and you want to be healthy?
Vitamins you can OD on, but you can OD on vitamin C.
But
go on, tell me. Tell me a story. Draw me a picture.
So Super Ted.
Super Ted, sorry. Go on.
He was so popular. He had his own line of vitamin supplements.
I do remember that. Yeah.
He put his face on his own line of vitamin supplements to convince kids to take them. What a hero. That's what it says at the end. What a hero.
This is a very cheeky wine. Robust. Rich and
You did a spin glass in it, doesn't
you
it?
need to do a spin glass. You're like, oh, swirly bitch. Look at you go. Ooh. Sorry. Very creepy drinking my wine. More wine, Tarquin. We should have brought cheeses.
Kate was going to say, if people voted for the cheese category, and then that would have been all over it.
Oh, guys, you fucked us. Okay, next week, one of the categories will be cheese and wine.
And then the other one will be...
Or how about one's cheese and one's wine, and we have a cheese and wine. I do cheese, you do wine, or vice versa.
Okay.
Should we even put it to a vote?
Yeah.
Should we even do it, or should we just... That's what's happening? We can decide.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. We're doing cheese. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. See how I feel.
We might do a poll still.
Yeah.
I like people who vote and stuff. All right. Okay. So, are you done? Fact. Okay. This is quite a short fact. It's just kind of it was of note to me. So, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Star Trek, Fast and the Furious, the MCU, and even James Bond can all fuck right off because Godzilla is the longest running film series ever. Since 1954, they have been cranking out movie after movie after movie consistently, right? There's been countless reboots and all kind of other shit, right? But they've been on it the whole time, and they have the longest running film series, bar none.
I would kind of like to see a crossover though.
There's been so many crossovers. I would love to see it like an MCU crossover. It'd be all well and good, like, you know, we must fight you. That what the fuck? It's like fighting Thanos or something, and all of a sudden, like, it's like, what? What do we do? Yeah, like, yeah, I Hulk, I run fast. Because
Jason Statham though. I'd like to see Godzilla mutter him. Oh, you fucking bitch tits or a fucking dinosaur thing. What are you doing? And then Godzilla's like,
yeah,
smushy face.
Well, you know.
And then he drives away in his El Camino afterwards.
And Harry Potter twiddling a stick like, bicker stickers. You know, it's like squish. And then what else you got? So yeah, Star Wars.
Sorry, yeah.
Lightsaber ain't gonna do much. I mean, Star Trek, they'd probably invert something, be tacky on grid, they'd do something. Geordie would sort something out, but I don't know. And Fast and Furious, obviously, they would definitely defeat Godzilla, obviously. Because Godzilla's a lone wolf, right?
Yeah.
And they've got family.
Oh, of course. It's for family. For family.
Family.
My mother told me that if Godzilla was there, I'd beat him.
I am family. That's what he says. That's when he's a triple.
Oh. What if I thought Godzilla was going, we are family, and we're all going to be friends?
Godzilla doesn't sing.
But
this is a later fact, but I'm going to get into it. But Godzilla don't sing.
Not got family.
He doesn't have. Actually, that's not true either. There's another later fact.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't know.
All right. Well, I'm taking that one off. I'm moving the fork on. Tell me more of your rich produce. I'm saying rich a lot. I'm going to have to try and mix it up a little bit more.
Okay. You think of rich while
No, I'm going to say, give me more of your girthy, deeply veined produce.
Oh no! Oh, next thing, facts. Scooby Doo. Sorry.
Fuck Scoob!
That was good.
Jingies!
Oh dear. So Scooby-Doo. The show was originally pitched as a rock band with a dog who played the bongos. Shaggy-Doo and Scooby-Doo are the only characters to appear in every episode. The beloved mystery-solving gang initially embarks on their adventures under the title Who's So Scared? Before being named Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And Scooby-Doo was the first Saturday morning cartoon with a laugh track. Can we insert a laugh track at that bit?
Sure, buddy.
Right,
I'll get one right in there.
Let me do this again. I'll keep it clean so you can insert it, right?
Okay, go on.
Scooby-Doo was the first Saturday morning cartoon with a laugh track. Great.
Excellently timed.
Yeah.
Well done. Little does James know I'm going to put in a wah wah.
Oh dear. I got my own laugh track.
Team.
Yeah.
Ha ha. I guess some Jimmy Carr. It's still laughter.
Yeah. It's not real laughter.
It's not real laughter. No humans make that noise. He's doing it. He's definitely doing it on purpose. All right. You done?
Yep.
Right.
That's my Scooby-Doo's.
Godzilla's origins were inspired by the 1953 The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, based on a short story by Ray Bradbury, a sci-fi author, who actually went on to write a load of stuff which got into public culture, including episodes of Star Trek. He didn't write 2001, but he was one of the people who inspired a series of novels and stuff at the time, which made into films. So Ray Bradbury was hot shit. The movie tells the tale of a gigantic lizard that attacks a city after being awakened by its slumber by the detonation of an atomic bomb. The appearance and origin story of the original Godzilla bears a striking resemblance to the titular creature from The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, but official confirmation regarding the inspiration is hard to come by. But it happened it's one of these things, like, they never confirmed it because obviously there'll be some licensing shit, right? But it literally was less than a year before they released the film. It ticked so many boxes. It was like, yeah, no, this was clearly inspired by that. But there's other stuff going on in Japan at the time, which I will get into also.
Later facts.
You know, I plead the fifth on this one. I refuse to incriminate my own facts against myself. You know?
The facts. You can't handle the facts. That
was a good Jack Nicholson. Well done.
Thank you.
You couldn't see it here, but the eyebrows were crazy. He put on a full officer's uniform. It's crazy.
And I got a hat.
Yeah.
I've gone full fancy because we've got wine.
I forgot my waistcoat. But yeah, no, I mean, in principle, no, in fact, no, I'm wearing a waistcoat. So's James. We're both wearing waistcoats right now, aren't we, James?
Just waistcoats and hats, nothing else.
Yeah. I'm just leaving a little pause.
Enter the laugh track again. Or
like, I want to put but no, this is Waistcoats, Wine and Wisdom today. That's right.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Taking you down to Class Valley in the Napa Class region. It's full of wine, wisdom, waistcoats, you know, elbow pads, lots of tweed. Fuck me, we're classy individuals. I'm going to hate this gummy bear. Why do you tell me a fact?
Facts.
I've gone for green.
Green is good. But while
nature.
You're masticating over that gummy bear,
Nice.
do you like Thundercats?
They're on the loose, mate.
They're on the loose. When you look at the characters, how old do you think...
Chitara!
Yeah.
Sorry.
How old do you think Lino was? Lino?
Well, no, I tell you what, they rebooted this a few years ago, so I'm going to fuck you on this one, because I remember, and I didn't realise at the time, he was like a kid, and then he just became 15 years old, didn't he?
Fact over.
No, but like, but it's mental because he's like the leader, but he's like how old was he? Because in the reboot they did it as like a feature-length movie, and I never knew that in the original show because I never saw the first episode. But
I never knew it either because he's you see him he's like a full-grown adult.
Oh, he's a fucking unit, mate. He's yeah.
So Lino was actually a little kid at the beginning of the series.
He's like a 14-year-old boy or something, isn't he?
And then, younger.
How old is he?
The Thundercats flee into space to escape the destruction of their hometown of Thundera. Lino, the son of King Claudius, is a mere 12-year-old, who is put into suspended animation. During his long trip to Third Earth, along with Chitara, Panthro, Tigra, and the rest, when Lino wakes up, he actually kind of infused to discover there's a malfunction with the capsule that let his body age into adulthood, whilst his mind actually younger while his mind is actually younger than of Wiley Kit and Wiley Cat. They're the little ones.
They're the kids, but he's chronologically younger.
Yeah.
But he's just got a full-on man body with his big cat man wang.
Yeah. Cat wang.
Cat wang. So I assume has those weird hooks at the end.
Oh.
Well, he's cattening.
Yeah. Hook dick.
Cat, yeah. But like, there was never any. They never fraternised though. I don't remember anyone getting freaky with anyone. There was no flirtation. Even though everyone was in like the weird cat spandex, or maybe it was just like a very fine pelt. Maybe they were naked.
But I'm just saying, but Chitara was giving it up.
She was definitely. I mean, she was round. What it was effectively a 12-year-old boy in with full man bits, and you had who was Panthro?
Yeah.
Who was the Panthro was a tank guy, right? Thunder tank. Yeah, he was the hench bastard.
Yeah.
So who was the other guy? It was the other guy who used to run fast.
Ginger Cat one. Tigra.
Tigra, right? So he was there as well. So you had Tigra, Panthro, and they were all there, right? Just slinging dick. And he obviously had Wiley Cat as well. They're there and they're going through it. So they're obviously. So you've got a huge amount of testosterone and one, just incredibly athletic, hot cat. Just like. I bet there was lots of. Every night.
Panthro's, that fucking cats are doing it again.
I imagine it was, when they weren't fighting Mumra, it was kicking off. I'd imagine. Oh no!
Although talking of schnuff, you mentioned snuff.
Snarf.
So you remember your little factoid? Oh, Sonic's real name was Jeff, or whatever it was, or what was it?
Sonic's real name was Ogilvy B. Cloundleflush. I can't remember his full name, but yeah, it was Ogilvy. That was his first name. Anyway, go on.
As members...
Yeah.
Sorry. As members of Snarf's race...
Cats.
Sorry. Members of Snarf's race are called Snarfs. So, the Thundercats just can't be bothered to learn his real name.
So he's literally... They're calling him like... So it's like if you call your dog.
Yeah. You go, so his real name's like Jeff Monk.
Well, no, he's like if we was a human and you were an alien race, and they go like human. My name's Peter. Human.
So if you look at Snarf, right, you think, oh, the dig. What's his name? What did the Snarfs name him?
I don't know.
Osbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that. Look at that face. Yeah. Little dick. He look like, oh, I'm an Osbert.
But his race can also magically turn into the Battle Cat. It's a bit of an upgrade. Why would... Alright, so just... Sorry, a bit of wind there. Probably a bit of Sprite. So you're Snarf, right?
Yeah.
Your little pussy-ass bitch Snarf. And you can will yourself to become Battle Cat. The actual full-on, hard, strong, vascular cat that is Battle Cat, right? The hardest cat there. You put Battle Tank in the hospital, right? He was a bad motherfucker, right? But he's like, all right, I'm done being Battle Cat. I'm bored of being awesome. I'm going to be Snarf again. Snarf, I'm so scared. If I could turn into Battle Cat any time, the one thing I'd never be is scared, right?
Yeah.
If you're like, it's like late at night and you're at like a cash machine and you're like, oh no, there's some people behind me. What am I going to do? Hang on a sec. I can become Battle Cat at will, right? I just wouldn't be bothered anymore. I'd be like, you want to start some shit, man? Well, actually, I'm Battle Cat, so I think maybe you're in some trouble. I just don't understand why he was scared of anything.
So what if he turns into Battle Cat and then the enemies go, oh no, it's Osbert.
It's like, which Battle Cat is that? It's Osbert. And also, right, presumably he's a pussy version of his race. As a Snarfs go, he's a pussy-ass bitch Snarf. And then also, is Battle Cat that... Because if they're calling Snarf, when he becomes Battle Cat, is his name different? Is Battle Cat's name, was it Osbert?
That's Snarf. Snarf, when he's Snarf,
so
his name's
he becomes a different entire species.
Yeah. And
has a different name. Or are they still being just as racist with that, where they're just calling him like, oh, it's a Battle Cat, just call it Battle Cat.
That's pure lazy. That's it. They don't want... Basically, he's a 12-year-old. He doesn't want to learn. Oh, what's his real name? Osbert. I don't want to say that. Fuck off, Lino. You're a 12-year-old.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, just bashing it, trying to work out how to sort of ask Chitara out. Do you want to go and get an ice cream? He just can't get himself up to do it. He'd just be like, would you like to go out and share a saucer of milk?
Oh dear.
Full fat.
Let's Godzilla it up. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Say sounds.
I'm impressed. I like that.
No, that was terrible. Alright, so Godzilla, the first Godzilla film, 1954, right, was originally an allegory for nuclear bombs dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. See, you wanted this, you didn't know how heavy it'd be, right? It was only 9 years after those attacks, okay? So, tens of thousands of people had been killed, and there was huge amounts, like, everyone knew what had happened. The whole country was humbled, right? So, Godzilla was basically like a manifestation of the character. He wasn't a character so much as a in the first film he was not considered, he was like a force of nature. He literally wasn't like a bad guy. He's a bad guy in the same way like a storm might be a bad guy. So that's how they treated him. But they so like it was to do with the constant threat of nuclear attack, because at that point Japan didn't have any nuclear deterrence. The country was this proud country, and it was completely smashed to pieces. They didn't have... They thought they were the shit, and they got humbled so bad. And the idea that they could be put in this place was personified by this giant monster that could attack them at any point, that they had nothing... They couldn't do anything to stop it. So that's literally what the... And actually, this is true as well. So Godzilla's skin was made to look burnt, and was directly inspired by the keloid scarring of the survivors of Hiroshima. They took this shit. So that film, they had like their own version of Oscars in Japan. That was down for Film of the Year. They did not. That film was the first film, especially Godzilla, was an allegory for nuclear Armageddon. That was a very serious film, and only actually really because the first, I think 7 films they did were very much serious films about the country and versus the people, and dealing with this threat that was bigger than all of them, and them trying to deal with it. And they were looking at it from different perspectives and stuff. But it was like Godzilla. It wasn't like the sort of trashy monster movies that it became later on. It was a very serious thing. And only really like Godzilla -1, the new one, they got really back to what it was all about.
Back to the basics.
Well, not even the basics. It was pretty heavy, but it was about the PTSD of losing a war and having this. Because like that country as well, they were such a proud country. I mean, like obviously you think of the guys who were doing the suicide bombers and that sort of stuff. They were like crashing their planes, the Zeros. They were just flying them into like they were. You know, they believed in their was he king? I can't remember. He was emperor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So they believed he was, you know, like that was an empire. They really did believe he was selected by God. They were totally in the pocket. They were going for it, and they just got the shit kicked out of them, and they were humbled in a way that they just couldn't really deal with. So that sort of that trauma was that movie was about the trauma. So this like giant monster, this dinosaur thing, no. Yeah, that was just supposed to be a metaphor for the potential nuclear Armageddon and the shame that they all felt. It was mad. It was heavy shit, but interesting.
Dude, Deep
shit,
shit,
man. I think it got like they went silly with it later on, but it became less relevant. But at the time, it was 1954. It was 9 years after, that, and they were still getting. They would think they were still. I don't know if they did reparations in Japan. They must have done. You can't do it in like they did a lot of shit. Well, I don't know, man. You nuke a country a couple of times. You probably let them off, right? I was going to bill you, but I turned 2 of your major cities into ash. I probably we'll call it even, yeah.
Split the bill.
It's kind of mad. It never really occurred to me that they didn't get. I'm saying it fairly broadly, right? But there was never like Japan and America.
Japerica.
They're okay. You know what I mean? They trade, they get along, they reference each other, they share movies. There's no cultural hostility. And in my memory, there wasn't. There isn't. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, the best of friends.
Well, but I'm saying there's some countries where you think like, they're never going to get along. But like, they seem to be like, yeah, that shit happened. You win, and they just they cracked on. Anyway, sorry, I changed the tone a little bit there, but yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
That's cool.
I sort of knew a bit about that, but I didn't know how intentional it was, and like say the costume itself being that specific was quite a weird one, because that was the intention. It definitely was.
That was a fact.
Fact.
I like fact.
Fact.
Oh, I want to do one. Let's see how that sounds.
Okay.
I'm just skimming past the microphone doing that. Enjoy.
Don't tell them how sausage is made, mate. Okay.
Okay.
Don't give away our secrets.
No.
This week's episode is brought to you by the Drip Flipper. We've all been there. You're 3 pints in and you collapse into the urinal with a full bladder. You're not a complete animal, not yet at least, so you perform the perfunctory 3 shakes before you happily sheathe your presumably dry member. But oh no! A single drop of hot urine runs down your inner thigh. Well, that's it then. Night ruined, time to go. Well, you need to find a nice high bridge to leap from, right? Well, worry no more because the Drip Flipper is here. With a simple spring-based assistive arm, it will happy slap any mist residue from your piece. Never again will you have to pretend everything's okay while dealing with man's true shame. Struck with pride, dry, fresh and tidy. The Drip Flipper. Fresh.
So.
Sorry.
Did someone tread on Godzilla's tail? What if you had a pet Godzilla just walking around the house? Just a little tiny one.
Oh. No, atomic breath, mate.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It could cut through to the Earth's core.
It's better than Stanley's farts.
My dog...
Dirty boy.
Has been squeaking his balloon knot all over the house today. Just painting the air brown with his particular rambunctious gases. Gross dog. Anyway,
so cool.
go on, fact, please fact. Stop me talking.
Mighty Mouse. Do you remember Mighty Mouse?
To save the day. Yes, I do, weirdly.
Yeah.
It's weird how much I know, but go on.
You know he had powers. Do you know how he got his powers?
Cheese.
You're not far off,
It's got to be cheese, isn't it?
So I'll read this whole thing through.
Space cheese.
Not even as fun as that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Mighty Mouse's powers are pretty much taken for granted. They're never really explained, except in the original episode, 46 years ago. He had eaten some rotten... He has eaten some rotten cereal. I can't say this word, honestly. He has eaten some rotten cereal in the market. That's what he did.
Sorry, he ate some bad food.
Yeah, he ate some bad food.
And it made him godlike powerful.
Yeah. That's what made him mighty. Back then, though, he was called Super Mouse. Mighty Mouse started animated life with a Superman parody concept from the animator Isidore Klein at the Terry Toon Studios. Klein suggested poking fun at the Man of Steel, but originally drew the character as a fly. So Mighty Mouse, right? The parody. So Mighty Mouse was to take the piss out of Superman, but originally the character was a fly.
Mm.
That was to take the Mickey out of Superman. I don't know if the fly was called Mighty Mouse. I don't think so, or Super Mouse. But the flies don't eat manky cereal. Well, they might do. They might do.
Flies eat poo. They don't care.
If they Mighty Mouse is poo.
So he would have been called. It was Super Mouse.
Yeah.
And before that, he was a fly. So it was Superfly.
Superfly. That's something.
Yeah. These sorts of things. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a manky cereal. So if you're listening, kids, eat your cereal.
Yeah.
Even if there's a bit left in the cupboard that falls out of the packet and it's been there for years.
Look, if you get made a sandwich for lunch, your school packed lunch, right, and you're eating the lunch, and you notice there's a few little spots of mould on you, like, oh no, Dad made me a mouldy sandwich. Ooh.
That's super.
Right,
Yeah.
rather than throw it at your friends in a little, for fun, why don't you just eat it and become more powerful? Just a thought, I mean, I would hate for you to miss out on those potential powers you might be getting if you just ate the damn lunch.
Yeah.
Something to think about. But,
I'd eat mouldy stuff just to see if I can become.
Well, of course you do. You're French.
Maybe.
Almost every cheese they have over there is covered in mould.
Although there's one thing you'll never hear a French person say: "Let's not eat that part of the animal."
I don't surrender.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah.
Mange le rectum. Oh.
And there goes our French listeners.
Mate, well, both of them.
Oh.
No, but seriously,
Yeah.
if you're listening in France, know that you are seen, heard, and smelt. Sorry. No, yeah, I appreciate anyone listening. We actually have quite a bizarrely diverse listening pool. It blew my mind because it's not like we spend a huge amount of effort advertising it. I mean, I just post it a bit online and
Dude,
through social media. It's kind of crazy. We've got hundreds of listeners and there's people. I mean, I know some of them, but then there's loads, quite significant amount in the States, and I just think that's kind of crazy. And thank you.
Is that why we had that yee-haw beginning?
Oh, last week. I just thought it'd be a laugh. But no, if they appreciated it, made them feel more at home, then go for it. And if anyone wants to suggest anything or comment or tell us with shit, I don't mind. There's a page of Facebook. Please say something. I'd really no, it'd be nice to sort of, because it's weird because I see it, listen, but I don't really hear anything. And maybe we should have emails and other things, but I don't want to put too much because I'd rather put the effort into this.
We spend all our time making these podcasts for you people, and what we get nothing. Where's it right home? Just write to us once and say, "Oh."
You never see such an angry man in a top hat. It's really quite. It's disconcerting.
I'm like Mr. Peanut without the monocle or the peanut
I love
face.
that you dressed up for a podcast. It's something so wonderful. We could be here in dressing gowns and just lie about it, but he legit. I mean, I'm not. I mean, true fact, right? No cap, guys. No cap, right? He's wearing a cap.
Oh dear.
Okay. Next fact.
Next fact.
Moving on. Is it my turn? That's my turn.
Yeah, it's your fact because I've done the Mighty Mouse who eats manky cereal.
Manky cereal, superpowers. Didn't know that. Gonna eat some mold.
We are looking
Okay.
for Godzilla facts coming up.
Toho. Toho is the production house that made Godzilla. They made all the original films. They've licensed them out in various cases to do, like the American 1998 film and the MonsterVerse, the new ones, since 2014. Those ones like Godzilla vs Kong and all those recent ones, they're licensed because they're done by I think Legendary Studios. Anyway,
Still not seen that. I want to see that.
Oh, so good. Just 1 second, people.
Do you like adverts?
Do you like adverts? Maybe impromptu adverts that shouldn't be playing. Maybe someone's left audio on the track from last week.
Oh no!
That would be crazy. James,
Yeah,
have you ever shat yourself
twice now.
on the bus?
Once.
I love that we're just going with this.
Yeah.
We could be professionals and pause it and rewind this and just delete it, but no, we're going to go with it.
Oh, that's it. That was
I'm proud of us. We made lemonade with our lemons right there.
Yeah.
We did. So Toho, the production house, they're the ones that license it. Anyway, they make all the films. They have a strict set of rules for Godzilla, right? So this is how it works. Okay. Godzilla has to be treated like a force of nature. Now there are some rules and there are some things that you can bend a little bit, right? But one thing that he can never do, he's not allowed to actively attack or kill humans directly. So you couldn't have him just eating people. He's never been shown to eat people. Now, if you watch any of those films, you know he's killed millions of people, right? Like, because he's trashing through cities and they never like, quick, make sure no one's there. No, he's just like smashing through it. So he's definitely killed people. Definitely.
Does he not just look at the empty houses?
He's trodden on people, but he's never eaten people. And they feel like that's the distinction where like you can't have sympathy for something where you've seen eat people maliciously. So like again, he's squished baddies when they've shown to be baddies, and but considering he's like, I think obviously there's different sizes. Well, I say obviously, but he's not been consistently the same size. Like in the first one, he was like as big as a skyscraper, you know. But in the new ones, he's way bigger. I think he's 164 feet. He's fucking huge. So like him treading on indiscriminately, it's like, well, he can't be discriminate. He's bigger than everything, you know. And he's like, if you're in the way, he can't tell. He's you know, and he can't be fussing around with that. He's dealing with bigger things, right? Literally, but he's not allowed to show to be killed a person, human. They've never shown him eating. He's attacked. He's bitten things and all that, right? He's swallowed other kaiju. They've shown him eating enemies, like in the King of the Monsters. That was one of the Godzilla films.
Okay.
That was a really good one too. They show him eating. I'm not going to say who he ate, but he ate one of the other monsters he was eating. He was fighting. He ended up eating them.
He ate Paddington.
It was Paddington, but he shouldn't have started that shit, and he shouldn't have fucked with his mum.
Walking around here throwing your fucking marmalade all over the place. I'm Godzilla. I'll fucking eat ya.
True fact.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Oh bother. That was poo. I don't care. I don't even care.
Oh bother.
Oh bother. I watched. What did I watch? That Christopher Robin one.
Blood, Honey, Money.
No, not the new one. No, the film like I think it was called Christopher Robin. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yes,
it was
yeah.
Ewan McGregor. God, that was lovely. That was. I think I must have been in a very susceptible place when I watched it. I was watching it like, this is so nice. This is so nice. And I watched it and I was just like, everything Winnie the Pooh said in that film was just profound and wonderful. I was like, I can't even think of the quotes now, but you know.
Where's my honey?
Well, no, it was all about like, what should we do? Oh, let's just enjoy today. Like, I like today. It's better than yesterday, and you know, tomorrow might even be better. It was. I don't know. I can't even think. Everything he said was profound, and yet kind of, if you thought about it for a second, was kind of stupid. But I kind of loved it all. Anyway, so Godzilla, he can't eat people because you're pulling me off. I know what you're doing.
Oh.
Wording. You're drawing me away from the subject matter I'm working with.
Sorry.
Which could be referred to as pulling me off, but that's not what I meant. Okay. No homo. Pants on.
No homo.
Hashtag pants on. But he never shown us killing people specifically. He's never shown us actually killing a human, even though he has actively killed humans on purpose. It's never in certain these ways. And more importantly than that, he's never allowed to smile or emote in a human way. They don't want to anthropomorphize him in that way to make him seem like he has human feelings. Now, the last Godzilla vs. Kong movie, it was quite controversial, right? What are you doing? You checking?
He looks quite happy there.
I'm about to talk about that, right?
Oh, okay.
That one he looked dopey as fuck. That particular one was given a lot of shit, right? So this is the bit, right? In Toho got really pissed off because in the most recent one, he smashes Kong. He he decks him, and he manages to catch him with his atomic breath. And yeah, I know that one. Just it was the 70s. They were trying their best, right?
It's like he's doing the cameo in the Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, no, there was some derpy stuff in the 70s. They did some really derpy ones,
Yeah,
but no, they showed him actually like smiling in a way that was quite like, that's right, I got you, you slag. That's what it looked like. If you were to put words to that expression in the context of the film, it was like, oh, I done you, son. That was it. And the Toho it was controversial. Apparently, I think it's Gareth Edwards, the director. He said that they'd had to tweak that scene so many times to get the expression just benign enough. But I know what I saw, and my wife Caroline, who's a massive Godzilla fan, she definitely knows. She's like, look at me smiling. He's so, because he proper like, he smacks him around and knocks him down, and he's like, and he does like a little, yeah, that's right. It's just like a little, like, imagine like Ray Winston going, that's right, darling. Just like, just like, just giving you a slap, and he's telling you like, nah. And it's what it is. And he looks like a bit of a winner. But so that's yeah. They have a set of rules. Godzilla has to appear in a certain way. It has to, the main thing is just to keep the brand consistent. But yeah, that was all.
Cool.
There you go.
The more you know.
Do.
So I'm gonna do quick fire round.
No, I've got a couple of decent facts left. You got quick fire?
I got quick fire, and then I got quick fire. Scrooge McDuck defies the laws of physics. If any normal person was to dive in a pile of money, they would get a head injury.
Yes, they would.
And my wife Casey said, if he dove into that, he'll be like Frogwa, duck pate, dirty bastard. Surely it's wrong that Donald Duck ate birds. He has been seen eating roast chicken drumsticks. Savage.
Well, I suppose it's like us eating like chimpanzee, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up. Yeah, okay.
How comes Pluto is Mickey's pet, but Goofy is his mate? And when Goofy takes Pluto out for a walk, fuck, what's going on there? Nothing makes sense. Backwards world.
Yeah.
Why does Donald Duck cover his modesty when naked, when he has a top on?
Are you asking questions?
Well, I'm just saying.
I thought he was preaching facts here.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. The fact is, he shouldn't. He's got no duck wang to show. If he has this inside him, it's not show the whole time.
I think it's covered in feathers.
Yeah. And the same goes for Bungle. I know he's not a cartoon, but you're a big fucking bear, mate.
Maybe he's a girl. He's got a cloaca.
Bungalina.
Wow.
And the last one. It's another sort of question. Again, it's quick fire. What is Pingu's dad always ironing? Why? Why is he always ironing? They don't wear any clothes. None of them. None of them family. But Pingu's dad is always fucking ironing.
I think that's his job. I think he irons for the sea lions.
Slines.
I think the sea lions are out there and he irons their stuff so they don't eat his kids.
Hierarchy.
He's looking after his... No. I think he's there.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, cool. Alright, so that's all my quick fires. I've got another game afterwards.
Another game?
This is kind of a game. Yeah, it's like a quiz. A quiz.
Quiz them. Oh, mate, you put the work in this week, I'll just say. Alright, I got a big old... a couple of facts. Okay. Over the years, there's been a shitload of Godzilla movies. Okay. There's the original Toho ones, and then they licensed them out. They've had the first phase under Toho was the first 15 movies between 1954 and 1975, commonly known as the Showa era, and they tend to be the mental movies, right? Yeah, all the crazy shit you've tended to be in that, especially the later half of that. Second phase is often referred to as the Heisei or Heisei era. It includes the 7 titles released between 84 and 95, and these have a greater sense of narrative continuity and ask complex philosophical questions about science and humanity, much more akin to the first couple. Okay. The third phase is the Millennium era, which covers 6 titles released between 1999 and 2004, which is crazy. I mean, 6 films released in 5 years is pretty mad, right? The majority of these Godzilla films are self-contained stories, much like an anthology series. They have different Godzillas, different suits, different... they were starting to incorporate CG as well. But, yeah, on top of those, there have been countless reboots in both Japan and America. the recent reboot in Japan, Godzilla -1, and the American MonsterVerse movies, and not to mention the animated short. There's been loads of animated ones. There's been animated series, animated films. There's been in a cartoon in the 80s. You mentioned, I'll spoil shit, doesn't matter.
I've not got any Godzilla cartoon.
Oh, okay.
There was
a series in the 80s called Godzilla, and he had like a friend who was this dragon that used to hang around with him, and he'd turn up every now and then. Imagine like Rescue Rangers or some shit, but he was not Rescue Rangers, Captain Planet, right? So Godzilla would turn up like Captain Planet to save the day, and he had this like mascot who was this like stupid dragon that would fly around. It was a very short. I never saw it as a kid, but it's that level of shit. It's terrible. Anyway. But yeah, there was also it was a animated short, I think in the late 70s called Godzilla Meets Bambi.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Is that where Bambi's mouth? No, because he can't eat.
I'm going to spoil it. He treads on him.
What?
Godzilla treads on him. Other such shit outings include Son of Godzilla. Just for your information, Godzilla's son is Minilla. Because he's Mini-illa.
Oh dear.
And Godzilla is a very stern father, and Minilla does nothing but disappoint his father, who is, by all accounts, a bit of a prick in that film.
I think a daddy pig moment coming on here.
There's genuinely, if you, I'm going to bring a picture up, right? This fucking thing.
Godzilla's out working all day, and little Minilla comes back. Oh, daddy's in.
No, he looks like. Oh, I feel bad, but like.
Okay. So who's this? Is this?
This is his son. If that was your son.
Dude.
But also, yeah, there he is with his son.
I really hate the fact that you can't see pictures, but look it up online because I'm learning.
Minilla, yeah, but there's loads of like there's quite a few of them are shit. They just got very silly. He used to fight, and obviously they just it's not great. And also you think they wanted it because when they originally were starting this, they wanted this giant monster. They wanted it to be scary, and they couldn't. But Japan at the time was destitute. They had no fucking money, and they were like the only monster films they had that were in the same vein was King Kong, 1933 King Kong, which just beat it. You know, Kong came first. 1933, and they used stop motion animation to do that. That was all stop motion, and they were like they were like trying to work out how to do that, but it was just way too expensive. That's why the guy in the suit didn't come along. They were like, we can afford this. So they put this poor Japanese dude who did the first 20 years. He was almost all of them. He was the same dude, and the first suit was £220, and he was this little Japanese guy. And he used to pass out in it all the time because it was so hot. So he'd be there, and he'd be like, they'd have to literally drain cups of like sweat out of the bottom of this cup. He was draining, drinking water the whole time. It was pretty mental, but it was the 50s, man. I mean, like, you know, I want to make a movie about a giant lizard that attacks cities. So I've built a miniature city, and this is the 1950s. It'd not been done before. No one had done anything like that. It was pretty novel. They were like, we built a suit, and they made it better over time. But yeah, it was pretty much for the longest run of all the Godzilla films. It was one dude. There were a few other little people here and there, some of the stuff, but it was pretty much one guy. So that was kind of mad. But yeah, crazy days. Anyway, I've got one more fact. Go on.
Right. So.
Wine.
So you need to have your A game on this one.
Oh god, this is the quiz. Quiz them.
Quiz them. What's your knowledge of cartoons like Dan?
Well, okay. I'm fairly cut right now. It's okay. Not too bad.
Let's talk about catchphrases. I'll start it off easy, and I'll just carry on going through because I don't know what order I've put them in, but yeah. So who goes yabba dabba doo?
Fred Flintstone.
Correct. Ding. He goes, hey boo boo.
Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear with his picnic basket. Yes. I tore a putty tat.
Oh, that fucking bird. Tweety bird?
Tweety pie.
Tweety pie, yeah, that was it.
Pie. 1.5, half point.
Yeah, so fuck. No, that's fair enough.
Who goes, stuffing succotash?
Sylvester, the cat.
Correct. Jinkies.
Oh, Velma.
Yeah, I would.
No, have you seen that recent series?
I think I've seen some recent
Don't
series.
ever watch it. It's the worst. It was like you're watching a show, and it's made for everyone who wanted to watch it. They basically made the film. They made the show so like it's really offensive and rude. Not offensive, but like it's clearly hates the audience, like in a really weird way.
Okay.
It's really like, what kind of idiot would watch this show? They would say that sort of thing all the time. They're really like, it's like, what are you doing? Like everything they do is, yeah. Anyway, it's really dumb. But go on.
There, like
It's
it.
bad. It's a bad show. Right, go.
By the power of Grayskull.
Oh yeah, He-Man.
He-Man.
I have the power. He-Man. He-Man. Sorry.
Like it. Here I come to save the day.
Mighty Mouse. We talked about him.
Did. Up and at 'em. Oh.
Oh, that was.
Oh.
Oh, you mean from Inside Simpsons?
No.
But that's what he did.
Well, up and at 'em.
Up and Atom. That was
Nope, not Black Bane.
Radioactive Man.
Nope.
Up and Atom.
Or
I don't know, man. I can't think.
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
do
go
it?
on.
Atamant.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
You don't know Atamant?
No, I don't know what that is.
Look that shit up. It's a little tiny atomic ant which flies around and does shit.
Oh, yeah, I did know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was on Flintstones.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a tertiary character on a shit Hanna-Barbera show from the fucking 60s.
Mate, still old cut. This is my category. I'm just.
Hell, mate, yeah, but bloody hell, man.
I used to watch that shit.
Did he even have his own show?
Yeah. He had his own videos because I remember we had some of his videos. Dad used to work at a market. We used to know someone who had some videos.
Anyone out there, if you would have got that, please let me know, because I don't know if I'm crazy here or if James is just smoking huge amounts of crack and just throwing it out of man. I mean, that's mental.
Today.
Okay, go on, please.
Right, I've got two more.
Go on, please.
You should get this one.
Go on.
You idiot!
Stimpy, you idiot! With this hand, Stimpy.
It's my ice cream bar.
Ice cream bar. Ren!
That's correct. And last one. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Oh, oh God. Oh, why can't I place it? That's really annoying.
Do you want a little reminder hint?
Yeah, give me a hint. Oh.
Yeah, me.
Oh, Scrappy Doo. Shit, that's
Yeah.
why I'd wiped him from my memory.
That's
Yeah.
because he didn't do nothing.
Genuinely, my brain was like, oh, he was a short, little, skinny, bald guy, and he was. I'd literally like, I'd made him like a, you know, like one of these guys with the short man syndrome.
Yeah.
He was this like old middle-aged white dude who was like, let me at him, let me. I'm like that. And my brain is like totally replaced him, because that's the sort of character he was. Because no kids. Oh, it's just such a nightmare character. It's like, what if I make him super obnoxious? And I have to keep going like, stop! You're getting us in shit all the time. Nah, he was a bad character. He was the Wesley Crusher of cartoons. He was bad. Damn, man. All right.
I have got one more. Sorry.
Oh, go on. Bring them.
This one's gonna be quite radio.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Meeseeks. No, that's Howdy Hat. No. Say it one more time.
Radio. Really old cartoon.
Oh.
I'm talking about the 9th of November 1919.
Oh.
Pre-Steamboat Mickey, who was 1928. More
say-
facts.
So before, they didn't even have like audio stuff, did they? Radio.
So
So before Mickey Mouse.
pre-Steamboat Mickey.
But you're saying pre-Mickey Mouse, saying pre-Steamboat Mickey.
9 years before Mickey Mouse's debut. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
The program that you first said it was is called Master Tom, and it's entitled Feline Frollies.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Felix the cat.
I wouldn't have got it, but yeah. Okay, no, I know he was the daddy,
Yeah.
wasn't he? Yeah, I wouldn't have got it.
No, I didn't until I was looking.
I didn't know they even had like, because obviously like the old Steamboat Mickey. He whistled, didn't he, Steamboat Mickey?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They did have like vocal stuff, but
In that case, his catchphrase is this then.
Steamboat Mickey.
Yeah, I don't know if you said that or not, but here we go with it. Yeah, that's
Thank you. Okay, no, I don't mind that. I think the ones I didn't get, I'm pretty okay about. All the important ones were covered. Thank you for that. That's a nice little. That was nice. And please let us know how you did at home. That was it'd be good to know. Didn't embarrass myself too much.
It's alright.
Good.
It's alright.
Cool. All right. No, I like that. I might have to try and do a little quiz for you next week. That's a nice little touch. There you go. Clinkies, man. Innovation. I mean, you know, it's not like quizzes are new, but still, we've not done them before. And you're in a top hat, so you know. Fuck all you.
This is my hat of knowledge.
Hat of knowledge. It's my brain container. Wisdom cannon.
Wisdom cannon. I'm liking her.
Yes, I will spew forth from the wisdom cannon.
I've got one more tiny one left after your.
Okay, let me give you. Okay, all right. So, roarsome. Godzilla's roar is iconic. Okay, it hasn't been changed the entire run of all the movies. So we're well into 70 years of that roar, and it's been used in countless other properties, and it's been referenced throughout. Right? How it was created is a bit interesting though.
Okay.
It was created by sliding a resin-covered leather glove over a double bass, and then running the sound through an echo chamber. They literally imagine like double bass strings. They have this glove covered in resin, and they're like. But the sound of course, I'm going to bring it up now because it is like one of these things where you might say like that's not that iconic, but it really is.
I've got it in my head. I know what it is, but you're getting effort.
Oh, there's all the raw scenes. Oh, there's the but they've tweaked it and they've obviously fucked with it. No, that's them fucking with it.
That sounds like a cow. That doesn't sound like a roar.
There's obviously the big dickheads.
Godzilla dubstep.
That's it. That sound.
Yeah.
That's the sound, right? That's the sound that I hope you caught that alright. One more time. This is the sound of Godzilla roar. It is iconic as fuck. And it's it's been that's a leather glove. That's a leather glove.
I never would have thought of putting that.
No, they
together.
they basically ran it up there, made this like noise, and then they echoed the fuck out of it, and that's why it sounded like that. But it sounds so fucking huge. Works really well. But then the was it T-Rex from Jurassic Park? That was like that's the sound of the there's this giant in the Kennedy Space Center. There's this giant lift like platform thing, which is this big mechanism where you're in a spaceship, it's moving you around in this giant like lift chamber. So the mechanism underneath, they just put a mic in there and it recorded the sound of the lift. It's all these levers and stuff, so it's like, and that's the noise of the T-Rex roaring.
That makes sense.
It's just this big thunderous load of motors and stuff like that. That sounds awesome. I better record it. Hey Steven Spielberg, yeah, I hear you're making a dinosaur movie. You're damn right I am. The best one ever. But my T-Rex, listen to him. Rawr. Rawr.
Right.
Can I just suggest you use this sound? What does it sound like? It sounds like T-Rex. Oh, does it? Oh, it does sound like T-Rex. Okay, sure. Okay, that's much better.
What if there's like doing fossil diggings and they found like this T-Rex skull and his little arms and a lift fossils, because then that's T-Rexes. They had like dorky voices, but they used to scare their pride by. Do the sound of that giraffe.
It's like there's something like like a kind of a queefy sort of like. It's like. Wah, 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 wah. Moo. Well, this mood. I mean, like.
I'm a T-Rex.
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know.
No.
It's like like the Romans. Obviously, we know we have written down Latin, but we don't know what Latin, how it was pronounced, how it was spoken.
Ix neon the hombre.
So they could have been like, I think this is Eddie is a bit like, hello, we're the Romans. You better give us all your gold, or we're going to kill you. We are. You know, they could sound like right now. Because I think there's the language. We know how it was spoken because we know how it sounds phonetically, but there's all these like, I mean, even in like English, even in England, you see all those old like those films from the Second World War, or sort of on the early sort of Victor Hugo stuff. It's like they have hello, darling, we must go to war right now. Yes, of course, darling, let's go straight to war. I must go. That is for the love of God, please, darling. I have to go, darling. Please don't go. I won't tell the children. Please don't tell the children. The children will miss you. I'm sure they will. Percival, please don't look at me like that. I'm sorry, Father. I'm just going to miss you so dreadfully. They all talk like that, and they all talk very fast, and they had this weird staccato sort of like, and it was all like that, and that was.
On your way back, don't forget to pick up the corned beef with the ration tokens, and then.
Enough of your nonsense, Nancy. I must go now.
What do you mean nonsense, Nancy?
Away I will go. I will. Don't talk to me that way.
But if you come back, then you can't do that, though. I'm just saying words, but
I must away.
Okay, so.
But yeah, but they talk differently, even though they're the same language. So you think, well, the Romans, you add thousands of years to that, and then you add a language that we don't know how it was sounded. The fact that we don't know how it sounded is kind of crazy, but that's just the Romans. We know all the facts, whereas we know nothing about dinosaurs. So they probably all sounded like Brad Bellens.
Yeah.
I bet like the T-Rex would be like, oh, it's the mighty T-Rex. You go on a time machine, you go back in time. It's a mighty T-Rex. Like, we can do it. It's like, way way
I'm going to bite your fucking face off.
Yeah, bite your fucking face off.
Although, if they all sounded like Brian Blessed, rah!
Raw.
T-Rex is alive!
Yes. That would be. I mean, it's unlikely.
No.
But it's not impossible, is it?
Exactly.
It's not impossible. Okay. Cool. I think I'm all factored out.
I've got one last. It's not really a fact. I think it's a knowledge. I thought I'm going to dedicate this last little fact to a long time listener.
Oh.
Care Bears.
Care Bears.
What do Care Bears eat? I didn't know this.
Love.
Yeah. Love heart. Well, they chopped up
Pussy.
the pink one.
Sorry.
I'm Groovy Bear. Come over to my bear barn. I got no clothes. I'm Bear.
Fuzzy.
Oh dear. So, a Care Bear's favourite food is Maynard's Swedish berries and fuzzy peach. For more information on Swedish berries, click here. Yeah. I read that just because. Yeah, but Maynard's Swedish berries and fuzzy peach.
Are they the ones saying that?
That's a fact from Pressbooks Library.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, Canada.
No, sorry, guys.
Sorry.
No, he didn't know. He didn't know.
No.
Oh, Canada. But yeah.
Yeah, right, guy. No, feather hairs.
Oh my God, you're so ugly. Anyway, okay. I think we're all done.
Yep.
Factored out. Okay, we'll be right back with you guys with James's cookie cupper.
James's Fortune Cookie Corner.
Fortune Cookie Corner cutter. Kinky mother. Horse lover.
Mother Cookie Corner.
Mother. Alright, stopping. Back shortly. But you won't know.
Sandra, your horses are in my patinas again.
Gary, there's a horse in my soup.
John, there's a horse in, is it your horse in my garden? It's just eating all my garden for plants and foliage. What are you doing, John? You fucking horses are in my shit, you prick.
Do you find your horses just get everywhere? It's a common problem that finally has a cure. Horse panels. You can finally restrict your horses wandering and alleviate some of the horse-based stress around your house. We also have gold panels, pony panels, and coming soon, people panels for all your segregation needs. Horse panels, horse no more. It's time for James's Fortune Cookie Corner. Is it your fortune or is it gonna warn ya? Or have you won a trip to California? No, it's time for James's Fortune Cookie Corner. Show me the crunch. What fact have we got today?
Well, let me just check, okay. Sie stehen kurz von einer knirsendsten Begindenken.
Wow, I didn't think they would say that.
No, I really... Oh, this is actually a proper fortune.
Oh, okay.
And it's a really come true. You're going to meet an attractive person.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, we're shaking hands vigorously there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your it's atypical standard fortune there, isn't it? It's just like, yeah.
There's not much to discuss on this one, to be honest with you.
No, it's like, you're going to be a fine piece. And you just, yeah, you're like, oh, that's probably, yeah. I mean, they weren't, I mean, it's standard. You can't go wrong.
Mm.
You're going to meet a nice lady or a nice, you know. It did actually say that, to be fair.
You are going to meet an attractive person. Or the way that I said, I put that little pause in there for emphasis.
You like pauses for no reason. I like that. It's
You are going to meet an attractive person.
Sorry, I haven't done it all day. I've been really good.
Shit, no, that's because we not had the whiskey. We just had the wine. And you, what? Okay, so whiskey is. What's
Yeah,
the
whiskey-
wine noise?
My noise is like, Interesting you say that. I hadn't thought of it that way. I think wine, it's a very specific thing. I tend to, if you don't mind, I gesticulate more with wine. Do lots of this. I said, well, actually.
Dan is moving his hands vigorously.
Yeah, but I'm emphatically. I'm really, enunciating my points with my handles. I'm like, well, I'm making shapes. It's pretty dynamic.
All right, so read the fortune cookie, English one, and do what you do. Hands and all. And I'll do commentary.
I thought what I'd do is I'd hit my mic instead. What do you think about that? Is it a good
Fuck
move?
you, Mike. Fuck you.
All right. So we say we've been true to our word. We set a timer, so we're two and a half minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So again, this is on a podcast. I'm going to do hand gestures.
Dan's hands are currently open. Go on, you do it. I'll whisper.
You're going to meet
Hands are
an attractive person.
They're showing gesture. They're close together, and then he's wanking up a swan.
Wow.
And the swan had a happy time.
But no, there's nothing more to say about that one. I think we did it early.
Yeah.
So in the time we have left, let's talk about next week.
So on next week's show, we're gonna have special.
No, we're not gonna have special guests. Don't fucking do it. No, you've been so good. You've been really good.
There's no special guests. I didn't do any special guests.
No. Next week, I think. Look, I'll tell you what. The choice is we're going to give you a list of things to choose from, but they're going to be double-barreled answers because I think certain things pair well, like cheese and wine, which will be one of the options.
Yeah.
With cheese and wine, and there'll be other things that go well together that I will think of, and I won't commit to on air.
Like cheese and onion.
I literally was explaining why I wouldn't just pull it out my arse on air. I'd just wait until afterwards we can talk about it.
Salt and vinegar. Prawn and cocktail.
You've been really good today. And I get what you're doing. You're just filling time, aren't you? You're looking at the timer and going like, I better James all over this time we have left. Make a big old Jamesy mess.
You got 1 minute to Jamesy time. This is my section, right? This is what I need. I got 1 minute. So, what are we gonna do?
I'll sit back. I'm sitting back, guys. It's just you and him. I'm going away.
I don't want you to sit back.
Sorry, Katie.
No, don't say sorry, Katie. Okay, so Dan's gonna play some music in the background. Yeah, scat with the xylophone. Motherfucker gonna play is on his own. He's a Dan. He's gonna play some tunes, banging over the beta. He's got moves. Yeah, he's got it. He's got the thing. He got the thing when he's gotta go to ding ding ding. Motherfucker go boom, 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 boom. The xylophone dubstep remake. Can you hear a cat go meow? Meow. That's 5 minutes.
I'm really sorry. Have a lovely, lovely weekend.
Cheers, wine.
Love you all. Goodbye. Bye.